What's up, YouTube? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, I just watched this conversation that took place between Ceddy Nash and a woman by the name of Mickey the Truth. I believe that's her name. You know, if y'all keep up with what Whack 100 be having going on, he always throwing her name out there and stuff like that too. So you're probably familiar with her about that. However, this topic is about Ceddy Nash speaking about how he threw allegations against Lil Durk as being a snitch, and then he retracted it. And he made some statements between the conversation with him and Mickey the Truth, and he stated like, yeah, I made it a video after the fact to clear his name. But my thing is this: when you really come from these streets, like Ceddy Nash claimed to be, you know that that's never good enough. You know, that's why if you really come from these streets, you don't even speak about a person being a snitch. You don't go down that path unless you know that to be a fact. Because any allegation you throw on a person, it's always going to still carry weight with about 10 to 20% of individuals that caught that. It's like you could make that video today and say, yeah, Lil Durk ain't no snitch and whatever. It don't mean that everybody that seen that first video of you calling him a snitch seen the new video of you saying that he's not a snitch. But once you start going down that path, it also helps you. Not helps you in a good way, but helps you in a bad way, far as being discredited. You know, once you try to make yourself come off like you a journalist and you this and you that, and you try to walk that thin line of being a civilian or a street person, you know, this is what happens. And that's why I always have a problem with a lot of Ceddy Nash's approach, because he's always saying things in the form of it being a fact instead of him leaving room. You know, it's like you have to pronounce, deliver things differently if you literally wasn't there. No matter what it is, you can cover things, you can speak on things, you can even put out exclusives. But you have to make sure the people on the outside looking in are aware of you saying that you're not saying these things in the form of it to be a fact. And no matter what it is, Ceddy Nash can't come back from that. You know, you can sit on there with a woman like Mickey the Truth. It sounds like she just a regular woman that's picking up this journalist or reporter as a job, and she's pretty much like a normal lady. So it don't even got nothing to do with her to a certain extent about you explaining to her about Durk not being a snitch, because the damage has already been done. You know, what about all the dangerous people? What about the people that's really street? What about the people that do something to Durk or somebody? You know, it's a lot of things that could take place. And you put that on Durk. It's not something simple. It ain't like you said that, oh, my bad, I thought Durk had on some Alexander McQueen's, but he had on some Pradas, or, you know, that's not that type of conversation. That's serious. You know, and if you come from these streets, you know that you do not put those type of allegations on a person unless you know that to be a fact. So for Ceddy Nash to take that journalist stuff too far and try to wear that hat, and he's taking information from another person that's trying to just be a journalist and they reporting on faulty information, that's why every time that type of stuff come across my timeline, or if I get whiff of it, I always speak on that type of stuff, because it's too many people acting like they so this or they're so that, and try to play in that middle when it comes to being from the streets or doing their job. That's why I be offended when Ceddy Nash go off with anytime he talking, he try to go too street and he say cuz this or cuz that, or he call other people little niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you big nigga and they little niggas, If you big crip, cause you can say cuz in your dialogue, then you should know these rules and these guidelines like the back of your hand. And it's like, yeah, you can be, yeah, you could, and I'm gonna play the video where he explained that between him and Mickey Truth in the at the end of my take too. You know what I mean? So y'all could exactly hear what took place and see where I'm coming from. But I just feel like that was foul. You can't really come back from that. It might be 80% of individuals that'll catch that and be like, okay, Durk ain't no snitch, but that shit gonna linger. It's always gonna be about 10 or 20 people 10 or 20 percentile of people that keep with any allegation that was thrown on a person, whether it was true or false. You know what I'm saying? Whether you call a person a snitch, hood hopper, a thief, just anything you say. You know, you can say anything, good or bad, about a person. If somebody else come out to contradict it, it don't matter. It's still gonna be out there. Somebody's gonna believe it. You know, if you act like you a great individual and somebody prove that you are not, it's still gonna be 10 to 20 percentile of individuals that still believe that person's a good guy. So we have to be mindful when it comes to getting on these cameras and start trying to speak on the next person's life and lifestyle and culture and just really just put ourselves in the next person's business that ain't really got nothing to do with us. Yeah, stuff be out public information or be outside in the public, but so what? You got a choice. When you chose to engage in it, then you got to go about it the 100% right. You know? And then it was another situation to where it's another individual that Ceddy Nash came clean about. He said his name was J Hood and he come from Chicago. I want to say the O Block area. And he said he made him out to be saying like he was a snitch, but the woman, Mickey the Truth, came out with a video of clearing J Hood of not being a snitch. So we have to be careful with all that trying to be the exclusive person and break the internet and trying to come outside with like I'm the first to deliver things. Chill out. And yes, Ceddy Nash was holding himself accountable for his wrongs, but this is not a situation as you can just be apologetic about. You know, that shit is serious. I don't know if he really come from the streets, but if he really come from the streets like he act, he would know that that's serious. He would also know if he come from these streets like, because he said some stuff like he was somebody in South Central or something. But it's like if you was somebody from these streets, you know you could get your ass killed behind that. You know, when you make them type of allegations against somebody and it's a lie, and people done disrespected Durk or disrespected shit around Durk or just spread them rumors too, oh man, people to get with you behind that, man, because you done changed people's lives up, switch the whole geographic. So, you know, so yeah, it's like, that's just my take on it. I ain't gonna try to make it a big old situation. A big old video, because it is a very much big situation. And Ceddy Nash gonna do what he wanna do, and he can do what he wanna do, and he's probably, you know, it is what it is. He's grown. But I'm kicking out this game for people that wanna catch this and learn from it and don't make those type of mistakes. Because no matter what it is, somebody might do something to Ceddy Nash tomorrow behind spreading them type of false allegations. That's just how the world go, and that's just how the streets go. And people don't respect that. And I don't respect that. So, no matter what it is, homie, y'all stay true to yourself and keep that shit a Benji no matter what you want to stand on, and try your best not to play no middle. If you want to be a civilian and be big journalist, be it. If you're going to be on some street shit and be using gang terminology and trying to use the streets to be more solidified with your information you put out on this internet, then make sure you got that shit down packed, man. You know what I mean? Because that shit ain't cool at all. And it's very much not cool at all. You know? But, you know, shout out to Durk and them, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in them comments. Keep it a Benji for me. If not, don't jump in them. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.
Because I'm looking at the comments. So the
Go
question
ahead.
is, are you making a video clearing dirt because you made a few videos saying he read it?
Said who?
Said, did you make a video that Dirt read it?
I did, and you know what? And I said it in my video. I said it in my post or whatever and everything like that. At first, I did because, and I'll tell y'all the reason why, and y'all can take me to task for it. But I'm learning as I'm growing. I did say that, so I'm not gonna run down and back away from it and all that. I did say Dirk ran it, but I also cleared Little Dirk too. So y'all got to give me that. If y'all gonna say I told that, I said that Cuz told, y'all got to give me that I exonerated his ass too, and that was because of that fake ass statement that was put out there that said King Von would have been charged still, even though Little Dirk is free. So what would you have gathered at that time? You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
because it did make it look more shaky for sure.
So that's the reason I did that. But that's also the reason why right now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait on it because you just basically cleared Jay Hood of snitching. And a week ago, I just called the nigga a rat. So it's stuff like that where I got to sit my happy black ass down and then just wait.
Yo, it was so funny though because I did not even know about your video. I got told about it, so I added the J Hood part to the end of my
Man,
video.
listen, that video was doing numbers. That was 100,000 hit view video, and I took that shit down, and I really didn't want to. I was like, you know what? Just take
Dude,
this
why you
L.
ain't just do a retraction? That's a lot of
Nah, that
views.
ain't gonna work. Like if I put out something that's blatantly false like that the day of, and it get cleared up and all that stuff, and a nigga really passionate, like I'm
That's
different.
real though. That's
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just the type where if a nigga say, and if I would have, I take that as what are you about to say now? You get what I mean?
right.
Like nigga, I ain't snitching, but nigga, if I would have, depending on what you say next, you either gonna put a nail in your coffin or you gonna jump out the casket.
Yeah, see, I only had to issue one retraction. And it was like my first one on YouTube. But other than that, I haven't had to do it. So, but yeah.